You called her and you told her what?
I told her that I was tired of being around Caesar and his crap, that I was about to kill him in his sleep if she didn't get me out of there. I couldn't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
lost my girlfriend because of him. I was just miserable. I was just miserable. I was just, you know, you know. So she called Lorenzo
Hmm.
and told him, I wanted to go over there. You know, the plan was for me to go with Lorenzo and work with the aspirin thing.
Right.
So Jennifer had picked me up and took me over there because I was just starting the date. So everything was cool, and then she says, "Come over here. Don't worry about that because I couldn't work with him at the time because of my record, the really high felonies."
That makes sense.
Okay, so that was cool. I go there. She's living in a little townhouse. I mean, like a apartment,
Yeah.
nice apartments. What it was, it's in urban Texas. Like I said, I loved it. I fell in love with Texas. The only problem was I was making $7 an hour through the temps, but the temp was like, they pay and they do pretty much like you can work 4 hours and then all of a sudden, or 2 hours, it was just crazy.
Yeah. It wasn't a consistent type of pay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you got there. So she wanted you to work, and still you haven't received nothing, right?
No, never received a dollar. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? She said
Okay.
I needed to work to, to be a man.
At this time right here, let me ask you a question. How was your relationship with your brother and sisters? Were they good
Uh,
or
I,
were?
I was just around the little ones, the three little ones. I was around Natasha, Isaiah, and Natalia, and it
Okay.
was cool, because they love me. No lie, they love the big brother to now, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And Alexis came down,
Okay.
finally. We got Alexis there, got her apartment over there, and get to see the boys, and
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I did not know
yeah.
that. Okay. What year was this? If you
This
remember.
this is 2011, maybe 12. It's way before the money. She still had control of the check, and
Right.
uh, like I said, I'd never seen a dollar. You know, I
Right.
still took my brother and sisters out with the little money I had.
Okay. So the little $6, $7 an hour job, you did right by your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I had to take them to Applebee's, and I ended up meeting a girl that was the manager, so I got a little deal, and
Okay.
they
Okay.
have ice cream and some wings and stuff.
Okay. Nice. Nice. And then what happened after that? What happened? Like.
Uh, then she left. And left.
Uh
She told me, not even telling me that she was moving.
huh.
Uh, at the last minute, thank God for my boss man. I was working at a car auction
Right.
that let me go stay with him. At the very last minute. It was like 3 days before he left. I'm like, I thought I'm going with them. They're moving to Kansas with Anastasia with Jordan with the base.
But then
Uh,
Anastasia stayed with y'all in Texas too.
no, she came to visit. If she did stay, it was before I got there. When Lorenzo and them were there before was Tommy and them. They were over there too, and then they left. And,
No, 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 no. You remember
oh,
I could have remember I came there with my when I was in my other truck with my driver with me, and I came to your mom's house, and then I could have swore me, you, Pooji, and Tata went in the truck, and I drove to whatever to get some food because your mom gave me the food stamp card.
oh, I forgot about the other house. The house that she was
Yeah.
renting. The first time she went. I'm going the second time. My bad.
Oh. Oh.
That's,
Okay.
okay, my bad. Let's rewind it.
Yeah. Rewind that.
When I left Buta and went, that is. Let me make sure my mind is messed up. Okay, Judy. Um, Jennifer picked me up. I left, but she was when I went over there the first time. Was it that time? Or did I go over there? Okay, I went. I had a warrant. There we go. And that was
Okay.
2010 or 2011.
2009. Is that right?
2009. Yeah, 2009. That was the issue that I had.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah, that was that issue. And I left, went to North Carolina. She was staying in a house, nice house, that she rents in Urban.
Uh huh.
Um, and that was cool. Tommy was there for a little bit in Lorenzo. Then they left. They went back to Aspirin. Uh, Anastasia was there. Yeah, Anastasia was there for a while.
Right.
And then, yeah, I was
Oh,
in Larry
okay.
Huff's. Yeah, I got in Larry Huff's church. It was renting, and it was high rent.
Oh, but you wasn't giving money to that church?
Yeah, she was giving the money a lot. Got found out
So
later
that,
on. You know what I'm saying? And once I got the statements of my bank statements,
yeah. Yep.
she was 3,000, a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there, of
Yes.
my money. Without. I mean, and I love the Lord, but at least we could do this together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, never had a car again. I used to walk all the time, and then she left. That's when I turned myself in. I
Okay.
got saved. I got saved after her. I remember the day he just walked right in front of me. He looked me right in my eyes, and he said, "I know you got a warrant." And it's crazy because I've never mentioned it to nobody. That's not how God works. And he said, "I know you got a warrant, and you're scared that you're going to face a lot of time. But I'm telling you, you go back right now, you're going to do a little bit. You're going to do 2 years, and you're going to be home. They're going to offer you this, but you'll be 2 years, and you're coming home." And I felt different, And
Mm-hmm.
I finally told her, I think it's time to go. And I left right after Anastasia's birthday. It'll be July 31st. I left August 1st. That would be Chopper's son's birthday. No, it'd be Anthony's birthday. I left and went back to North Carolina. I hanged out with Alexis for a little bit and the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Maya was born. Happy was still a boy. Uh, I always told Margie that I never liked Aaron. He gave me a creepy creep.
Yeah.
And I used to tell him all the time, if you ever put your hands on my nephew, I'll take you out. You know what I'm saying? Well, no hesitation. That's my baby. That's my boy. He looks just like me.
Yeah. Yeah, he
And,
does.
Alexis got a little mad, but, I just told her how I felt. I don't care. Margie, of course, she got mad. So I turned
Mm.
myself in. I did the time, and then I went. It's full 2 years.
Full two
Two
years
and
in
a half.
North Carolina?
Yes, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That
Go
was the
ahead.
first time I did a bid.
Okay.
I came out, and I went back to Texas,
All right.
She was still over there. Got me a bus ticket. I got back, Lorenzo got me a bus ticket. I went back for he had my clothes over there ready. So I rode back, and that's when she's living in the apartments.
Okay.
And, everything was cool. I started at the little job, Then I nailed the auction job,
Yeah.
I was making $10 an hour,
Okay.
anywhere from 50 to 60 hours, setting up the auction,
Mm-hmm.
I was in
Mm-hmm.
charge of setting up the auction, kept me in shape, met, mad people, money and stuff, and drove every car there is in the world, That was fun. That was the best part.
Mm-hmm.
And, once again, like I said, she left me there, and I got in trouble, and went to jail. I was drinking, I drove on the wrong side of the road.
Uh-huh.
And I was working at the auction.
Right.
I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it. Eating egg sandwiches a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Blowing peanut jelly. I was, paying $500 in rent. You know what I'm saying?
And she never helped you still?
No, she never helped me. Never sent me money. Never, I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? I really did. I
So
begged.
basically, she left you
Yeah, she left me every
to
time.
fend for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And at the same time that you're doing over here, she still did not help you with your own money.
And everybody had cars,
Mm.
money, and that's the beginning of when she went back to Elkin and she bought the house on North Bridge Street.
Okay.
And, I stayed away, of course. I was angry. I pushed myself. That was the beginning of really push yourself because it's time to get yourself ready for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when I met Darren.
Okay.
I love him to death. He took me in. He helped me so much, in my
Yeah.
life.
Right.
And I owe him a lot. One day when I go back to Texas, I want to see him because he owed me help. He helped me. I was at a point where it's either live or die. And
Yeah, you had a lot of points in your
yeah,
life that you had to think about living or dying.
yeah,
And at the same time, you're over here struggling and you have money coming.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
So
Yeah,
I
Darren.
finally I
Okay.
called her and she told me that you have to come back because she set up for me to go see the doctor to
Okay.
be competent.
And this is the test for your money, correct?
This is the test. This is my competency test to make me
Oh,
competent and
okay.
prove I can handle the money.
Okay, because before she kind of manipulated you to be
Yeah,
incompetent the first time,
she
so
made me.
she.
Yeah,
Yep.
she made me
Okay.
manipulate to make me incompetent the first time.
Just want to make sure that everybody who's listening to this will understand that this is about to get interesting.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Like I said, I'm going to go to New York to take the test to prove that I'm competent.
Okay.
It was about 3 days of tests, about 8 hours a day. I test about everything from my fast, my reflex, answers, presidents, ask me who Michael Jordan is, my daily life, what I do, how I spend my life, and the judge wanted to know everything, everything that I do, you know, even my bathroom, everything. I had to go take a physical, everything, you know.
Okay.
Uh,
And this was in New
and
York, right? Like you
yes,
said.
this is upstate New York.
Okay. Okay.
They paid for everything. It was in a nice, beautiful, holiday inn or whatever. I forgot what motel or hotel, and it was beautiful. Where I could play PlayStation and stuff at. They paid
Oh,
for everything. Yeah, they treated me like a real millionaire, you know,
like a rock star. Hey,
like a
okay.
real rock star. Yeah, I felt like one of the celebrities of basketball.
Nice, nice,
But no Diddy
nice.
party, no Diddy party.
You had to sneak that one in there. I give you that. Just sneak that one in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. But it was fun, you know, and like I said, 3 days of testing from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I can't remember. Something like that. No, 5 o'clock. It was long days, you know.
Mhm.
And we went back to North Carolina because we had to wait for the court to approve and
Mhm.
uh, to set up an appointment to see the judge. So
Okay.
I figured it was going to be a month or two, you know.
Mhm.
I went back to North Carolina. I mean,
Now, when
back to
you
Texas.
back to Texas, okay,
I
okay,
went back from North Carolina, went back to Texas, flew back on a plane.
okay.
I wasn't even over there a week, and Margie called me to come back. And she was like, you got to come back now. We're going to see the judge." Oh man, I was nervous, but I was happy, you know,
Yeah.
at the same time. So I flew back, and we took the trip, me, her, Anna, to South Carolina, Aiken, South Carolina.
Where did
To
you
see,
stay? Where did you stay
where did I stay?
in South
We
Carolina? Yeah. Where did y'all
we
stay?
stayed at Gina's.
Y'all stayed at Gina's? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gina was there. Yeah.
Okay.
So we went over there and seen the judge,
Uh
and
huh.
she was impressed, very impressed with me
Okay.
from the last time she saw me. You know,
Okay.
uh,
What was her name?
uh, Angela Judge Little,
Okay. All
Supreme
right.
Court. Yes, I remember. Very tall, taller than me, and white blonde hair. She's a winner, first ribbon for those dogs with the long hair, the
Okay.
dog show. Yeah,
Okay.
she had like 3 or 4 of them, I believe. And she talked to me for a while, you know,
Uh
probably
huh.
2 good hours we talked, you know,
Is it
mostly for me.
was it in front of Margie or by her
Yes, it was front of Margie and Anastasia.
and Anastasia? Okay.
Yes, yes, so
Okay.
her princess, of course.
Okay.
And it was focused on me, you know, the most. It was focused on me, you know.
Yeah.
And Margie started asking questions, and I remember she asked me who, you know, if anything happens to you, Chris. No, she asked me how many brothers and sisters you have. So I was going down the line, and she
Yeah.
said, no, 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 no. How many are your blood, in your bloodline? And I said, oh, okay. I said, my sister Alexis, she's after me, and I said,
Uh-huh.
my brother Lorenzo, that's after her.
Right.
She said, okay. She said, well, if anything, God forbid, she told her just like this, God forbid anything happens that I hope not, the money will go to Alexis. And Margie's face was pissed. And she asked the judge, you know, uh, what about his other brothers and sisters and blah, blah, blah. She said, like I said, are they related to him? And she said, no. You know, she said, through adoption. She said, I'm not talking about adoption. I'm talking about bloodline. You know, same
Mm.
mother or same father. And, you know, she asked me all the questions.
Right.
And I answered the questions. And Margie was very mad. Very, very mad. And then she asked about the will, you know, and the judge told her, once again, am I talking to you? I am talking to him, you know.
Mhm.
She was, yeah. Judge Little was not playing. She was, oof, lucky. March is very lucky she's not active because, oof, she'd be
Yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah.
She told her to her face before she handed me the money and everything. She's told her,
Wait. Okay. So, what money are you? Okay,
oh,
you
what
went.
money was it? What
Yes. What's the amount?
it was a small amount. It's a small amount of the 300 grand
Okay. Why did they give you 300 grand and not the whole thing?
because there's 2 different lawsuits.
Oh, this is two different lawsuits.
This is true. Remember, I sued the hospital
Yeah.
and I sued the doctors in the room. So that's 2 different lawsuits. The check that I
Oh.
get, is the doctors from his you know, his trust fund or whatever, you know, his
Okay.
money.
Okay.
The 300 grand is me suing the hospital. Suing everybody in the room that worked for the hospital.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah. So the 300 grand I thought was just the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
At that time, I
Uh-huh.
really did because the focus was the 300 grand to prove
Right.
that I was competent. And when you break it down, it was 288. After
Okay.
the lawyers get their piece out, and she repeat the Judge Little told her over and over, when you get back to North Carolina, you take your name off of his account. That's his money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's competent. He doesn't need you no more. Take your name off of his account. Whatever he wants, you do. Whatever is good for him. If whatever benefits him. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. You're just there to guide him to make sure that he does the right thing with his life. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying?
Gotcha.
She said, Christopher, I am very, very proud of you. She said, this right here is what makes my job better. That's what she told me.
Okay.
To prove that I'm competent and I can handle my money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She asked me what I was going to do with my money. I told
Mm.
her I was going to get me a house. I want to get me a car,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
go out shopping, take my brothers and sisters out, help my
Okay.
mom.
Right.
All right, so we dropped the money. We got out. We gave each other hugs, and we cried. Me and her and Anna. We was happy. Everything was great, beautiful.
Mm.
We go to the
Mm-hmm.
bank, and we deposited,
Mm.
in Aiken because the Wachovia. So it's, by the time we go back to
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina, the money will hit. You know,
Yes.
we did that. We go and hang out with Gina that day. Blah blah. I think we stayed the day with Gina and left the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then the money clear. She got I didn't know at the time, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I didn't know she kept it, but she put a hundred, the hundred, gave me 140,
Yeah.
you know, in
And
my account.
right. And
She
she
kept the
kept
other
the.
half.
Okay. Did y'all
Whether she
make
was
an
supposed
agreement? Did y'all make an
no,
agreement?
no,
No. She
no.
just. She just took.
She told me that was helping me so I don't spend all at once so fast.
Okay.
Because she told me, Chris, I know you. She said, Chris, I know you're gonna go have fun. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know you're gonna explore things that you never done before. Just remember, you still got money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, could
Not
just
spending yourself.
okay.
You know?
So let me ask you
Uh,
this:
yeah.
Is when you got this money, before this money, did you ever pick up a drug habit or something?
No,
Okay.
never had a drug habit.
Okay.
Did like to drink a little bit.
Yeah. You're Ciroc. I remember.
Mr. Rock.
Yeah.
Bacardi.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to drink a little bit.
So let me just go back to this court. Okay, so
Yeah.
after everything was done, Anastasia and Margie was the only two witnesses to this court date, correct?
Yes. The only two.
It,
Million has nothing to do with the 300 grand.
it had nothing to do with 300 grand. So that's the
No.
one you've been receiving since 2001.
That's what I've been receiving since the day I turned 18 years old.
So you turned 18 years old.
The
Okay.
day I turned 18, that's when the money hit. Boom.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up getting the house because I had
Yeah.
the right now to
At
grow it.
any
You
at
know.
any of this time, did Margie Cardona ever had a job?
Oh no, never that I can remember as a little boy.
Okay.
Her husband's so dope. She's so dope. Her brothers. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You get jail history. The whole family been locked up besides her and Junior.
Okay.
The
All right.
snitches.
All right, then let's go with back to the money that she split up the money with
Yeah,
you. Okay.
we split the money. I
Oh,
bought me a 2001 Charger,
okay. I remember that. The black one. Yeah.
the black Charger, you remember? And
Mhm.
I went back to Texas. You know,
Mhm.
uh, I stayed at my boy Darren's house. I
Mhm.
had a beautiful, nice place in a place called Garland. I was in Garland. Beautiful this place, and nice neighborhood, $1 million neighborhood. I was happy. I had a house. They had a pool. Everything I wanted in there. I didn't pay for nothing. Darren, everything was legit. I bought my sneakers. I had fun,
Okay.
and I did a little drinking and driving.
Mhm.
And but little by little, my money was going down. Boom, 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 and that's when you came in. You see me,
Yeah.
and hung out.
When
Everything.
I seen you, You still
Yeah,
had some type of money in your account, correct?
yeah, I had a lot of money. You know what
You had
I'm
a
saying?
lot of money. Yeah.
That was just the beginning of me buying the sneakers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Putting the
because
sneakers in the trunk.
yeah, because you just had your car and we put the music in the car and then we got
We
rims
put
on your
them all
car.
in the rims. Yeah,
Yep.
we went and got the rims and put the system in the car.
Yep.
Yeah,
That week.
yeah.
Yep.
I was still like amazed about it. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you came. You know, we had fun, and you
Yeah.
know, I blessed you came, and you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
you laughed, and you know, did what I did. You know, I slept in. I woke up. You know,
Just lived
happy.
your
You
life.
know,
Yeah.
I lived my life. You know, you know, damn, 100 grand, over 100 grand in my pocket. You know, I can do what I want. You know,
Okay.
and
And this is
I
how
had
many
fun.
months? This is how many months
Wow, I didn't even last 8 months with that money.
with 100
Because
grand?
somebody, yeah, because she would call me,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and she called me for a pudgy, you know, because she wanted a car. So I didn't care. I gave her the money. I gave her a little down payment for the car. You know, she would just take your money out of my account. So sometimes she took money and didn't even tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That I went down that year. I went down to Christmas. You know,
Right.
I went down for Christmas. I never told nobody. I went down there with my boy Darren.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I surprised everybody, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and the next day I took them out, everybody on the shopping spree, you know, and I wanted to, she got mad at me because I told her I wanted to give 2,500 to Lorenzo or 50, and then, you know, the kids already took care of it, helped, you know, throw a little money at Anna, and I wanted to throw it at Alexis, and she told me no.
Did she explain why? Or she just said don't do it to none of them.
She just told me no, that they're not ready for that kind of money. I said, it don't matter, this is our money.
Yeah.
This is what Dad set up to help us get this,
Yeah.
whatever money, lawyers and all that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She told me. I'm just saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And I was saying, this is, you know, this is what we wanted. Nobody's around. There's no family. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
dead. This is what we wanted. You know, peace
Mm-hmm.
and quiet. You know,
Right.
and that was. But I took my brothers out to shopping, and you know, I probably spend just on the girls alone $5 grand or 10. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what to do with me. I took the whole rack and put it on top of the table until they ring it all up. Whenever shirts don't fit, I can return it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't care. I didn't care. With my brothers and sisters. You know,
paid in full. Paid in full.
huh?
Right? You was paid in
Yeah,
full
paid
at
in
it.
full. Paid in full, you know?
Yep.
I felt like Cameron.
Well, go ahead.
And, you know, and like I said, she had her little attitudes here and there. I did go a little shopping over there. I bought me a nice jersey, a couple of baseball jerseys, Yankees, and some shoes, some Nikes, some Jordans. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't bring no clothes with me. I just told my boy Darren, let's go. You know, one
Mm-hmm.
night.
This is basically 2014, 15 right now, like in
Yep,
between.
it's
Okay.
2014, 15. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And like I said, I stayed about 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
because remember I was hot. You know.
Yeah.
But nobody knew that I had that charger, you know.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool. That's cool because it was all tinted up, you know.
Yeah.
And I let Darren drive a lot because just in case something happened, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I go in, I can't lose my car, you know. And he made sure that I had money for a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, in the
Mm-hmm.
car, you know. Well, to buy me out at least, you know.
Right.
That she didn't know about. And yeah, I went back to Texas, you know, and lived my life. And like I said, I had a night while I was drinking and driving. I went down the wrong road, you know, and I got pulled over and I got arrested. And I finally got a hold of her, thinking that she was going to bomb me out. No, she don't bomb me out. So I go to prison. I go through 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I come out. Oh, boy, when I came out. Oh, boy, when I came out. I called her. I got off the Greyhound. At the Greyhound station.
Wait, wait,
And,
wait, 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 wait. So you, before you went to jail, you ran out of money?
yeah, I ran out of money. You know, I probably had maybe $2,000 in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, Bozo was taking my money.
So all
I
this
know what
time, within the 8 months, you had this $140,000. You were slowly partying away your money, and it was slowly getting taken away by Marty.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she would call me and say, Anna wants this. Or Pudgy wants this. You know?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Tashi for school. Or Isaiah for the school. And, wait till I get to this part later. Ooh. Well, you know, I go to jail, I come out, and I called her. And I said, my Puerto Rican homegirl had my car. You know, and Margie I was telling her when I was locked up. I mean, she's cool. She was good people. You know, I trust. She was good. She took care of my car and stuff. But I would tell her, when are you going to send Lorenzo or Tommy to go get my clothes and my stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And she, oh, I'll do it later. So I assumed she did it, you know. When I come out, I call her and I say, you know, where's my car? Oh, you lost your car. I said, what do you mean I lost my car? And she's like, yeah, that girl you had, she didn't take care of your car. I was like, why didn't you go get my car like you were supposed to? Or send Lorenzo, or Tommy fat ass, you know?
Yeah.
Anthony. I said, and that's when I got mad. I said, as much as I got for this fucking family, and I've done everything I could, why didn't you get somebody to get my clothes, my sneakers?
Yeah.
I said, I saw her. I said, at least I had $20,000 worth of sneakers.
Mhm.
Easy. I said, my hats, my clothes.
Mhm.
And I lost it because I finally got a hold of my boy, and he was like, I was trying to get a hold of your mother. She never answered the phone, you know, and I couldn't take your clothes with me. I'm moving into a smaller apartment. And I said, I understand, you know. And I lost all my stuff.
Mm.
And I told her, can you at least send me $100? And she told me no. She said to me, you spend your money, you have no money, so I'm not sending you nothing. God don't like liars, and you turned your back on God, and that's why he took all the money, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I was like, what? What do you mean nothing? I was like, and I tell you because I sat in front of the train. I was at the train station, and the train's coming by,
Mhm.
and I just sat there. And I just sat there probably 3 hours, telling myself, this is not true, what she just told me.
Yeah.
This can't be. I was like, she just told me no, and she's not going to send me not even $100 so I could go sell crack to make my money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was furious right there. That was the beginning of the monster inside of me. I had to steal to survive. I started stealing at this old school. He was selling cigarettes on the street, and he was sick. I was stealing NyQuil and all the medicine he needed. That's how I got on. That's how I started my journey of boosting.
For boosting.
You know, that was the only way, you know, I could survive. I had the other Jordans I had on my feet. Somebody tried to steal them. I beat him up, you know.
Okay.
That was the monster coming out, you know.
Okay, and that this monster was coming out, did you pick up a habit?
Oh, yeah, I picked up a big habit. Drinking more
Mhm.
when I could. I started smoking that Tucci.
1 minute remaining.
All right.
And then I got on that cocaine.